What's going on, guys? It's XuReview here, bringing you a Thursday inventory review. But before we get into it, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. Paradox is the daily mission today, meaning you have a chance at getting your no time to explain. I also have no time to explain why I put that disclaimer there, but who cares? Anyway, let's see what Xur has. Okay, that's okay. Starting out, for the Titans, we have the Ruin Wings. Intellect 40, Discipline 41. Very nice, very nice. For the main perk, we have Seeds of Ruin. Heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. The heavy ammo drops more often is not strictly true. It's still basically RNG on getting the drop, but apparently it is more in your favor. It's barely visible, but apparently it is more in your favor. Containing more ammo in each drop, however, is absolutely guaranteed. This is basically a miniature surplus. And it's a good one at that. It really does work. It actually does stack with the perk surplus as well. So if you still have the Tama-D sniper rifle that has surplus on it from this week's Arms Day, or a surplus launcher like the JLB 42 or 47, this is going to work with you. Getting into the perks, we have increased intellect and discipline, paramuscle armature, increased grenade throw distance, impact induction, bonus grenade energy on melee hits, hand cannon loader, increase the reload speed of hand cannons, and rocket launcher loader, which doesn't even have that much of it, which is just the exact same as the title for the description. Wow. It's like, enough said. Okay, I would recommend sticking with rocket launcher loader for the Ruin Wings, because you are going to be using rockets a lot more often, and you're going to want to use a hand cannon. Ruin Wings have also got no effect in PvP. The Seeds of Ruin does not work in PvP at all, which is good, because if you mix that with a Clolem's Terminus with extended mag on and machine gun ammo, you would break the game. If you lived to use all of that heavy, you'd make it long after the next heavy. For the Hunters, we have Mask of the Third Man. I actually need to pick this up. Intellect 46, Discipline 45. Again, very good. For the main perk, we have Unstable Current. Arc Blade attacks use less super energy. I'm trying to remember what the base amount of swings you could use with an arc blade is. I believe it is 14. With this, you will be able to bump it up to 17 swings. This is undeniably the best exotic for a blade dancer to have. However, it is still sort of tied out with the ATS-8 Tarantella. Alright, let's get into the perks. Increase intellect, increase discipline, inverse shadow, heavy lifting, and invigoration. Now, invigoration's kind of not great, because blade dancers actually have an ability to reduce their melee cooldown to 5 absolute seconds. So I would recommend re-rolling this with Twist Fate a couple times, maybe land inverse shadow again, maybe land a full intellect roll, who knows. But inverse shadow is going to be a must. And then get infusion, or better already. But overall, this is a very good exotic. Just don't be one of those guys that uses the wrong subclass. Moving on to the Warlocks, we have the Light Beyond Nemesis helmet. Intellect 75 and yep, strength. They're always strength. God's sake. Okay, I didn't mean to back up there. My apologies. Alright, getting into it, we have Keeper of the Pack. Revive fallen teammates and be revived faster. Supers generate 1 extra orb. Basic gist of this is the Warlock Trials of Osiris helmet. Like, this is what you have for the speed res. Hunters and Titans get chest pieces, the Crest of Buffalo Lupi chest pieces, and Warlocks get a helmet. Alright, let's get into the perks. Increase strength and increase intellect. Ashes to assets. heavy lifting, and invigoration. Or, not invigoration, innervation, my apologies. So I actually do like the way this looks. I would actually say spec increase intellect with Ashes to Asset, and you'll have a pretty solid roll. I don't think I can recommend innervation though. I actually think you might want to re-roll this a few times, but but it might take a while to get a full intellect Ashes to Asset infusion god roll helmet. So so if you don't want to risk it, stick with innervation. If you like to take the chance, buy some glass needles. Moving on to the weapon this week, we have the Truth Rocket Launcher. This has always been a very powerful launcher. Honestly, the king of PvP rocket launchers. Well, now that the Galahorn has actually been nerfed down, let's get into the perks. We start off with Hard Launch, more velocity and blast radius. Warhead Verniers, more velocity and blast radius, increased recoil. And Confined Launch, greatly reduced recoil, significant penalty to velocity. Just stick with Hard Launch. Next up we have Grenades and Horseshoes. Rockets from this weapon will detonate early, based on proximity to targets. This is partially why it's the king of Crucible. Proximity detonation is the absolute best thing to have on a rocket launcher in the Crucible. Tracking is okay, but not as good as this. Next up we have Javelin, increases warhead velocity. As you can see, this does give a small boost to velocity. This is what you want to run on your Truth, no matter what happens. Heavy Payload, increases warhead blast radius. You can make this a maximum blast radius rocket launcher, however I don't recommend it. Just stick with Javelin and you'll do just fine. Finally we have Flared Magwell, reload this weapon even faster. I honestly think this is irrelevant. If you are a Titan, and you pick up the Rune Wings, and you've got Rocket Launcher Loader on, don't ever run Flared Magwell, and always run Javelin. Getting into the final perk, we have Prototype True Seeker. Rounds fired from this weapon seek their target aggressively. What I'm going to recommend you guys do is look up Truth Trickshotting, or better yet, Destiny Truth Trickshotting on YouTube, and you will see some crazy stuff with Truth rockets. These rockets will then literally fire all over the world, all over the map, and kill a target. I am not kidding. You could fire this rocket at the start of a trials run, at the start of a trials round, and at the end of the round, whoever wins, that rocket, if the target of that rocket is alive at the end of the round, this rocket, as long as it didn't find any obstructions, it will still kill that person, no matter what. And it's the coolest post-mortem ever. This weapon is just extraordinarily strong, and oh, something I didn't actually mention. You see that magazine of 2 there? Ignore it. It's got, some exotics tend to have like hidden perks built in. So Truth's hidden perk is Tripod. So this actually has a magazine of 3. I love that. It's called Truth, but Bungie has lied about the magazine. It's like, yes. Sweet. Okay. And that is the Truth Launcher. For this week, we also get the Legacy Engram. So you actually do have a chance of picking up a Truth rocket launcher from this. You can also pick up a Super Good Advice, a Thunderlord, and you can also pick up Galahorn. Okay, moving on to the curios, we have the Plasma and Emerald Coil Drives, turning your rare sparrows into legendary sparrows. We have the Heavy Ammo Synthesis, 3 packs for 1 strange coin. We have the 3 of coins, a stackable effect that increases the chance of the next Ultra you defeat or Crucible match you complete will award an exotic engram. 7 strange coins for 5 3 of coins, and last but not least, the Glass Needles, used for re-rolling your exotic armors. 3 strange coins, 3 motes of light, 1 exotic shard. And last but not last but not least, we have the mode of light exchange. And that is your review for this week, guys. I'm actually tempted to just go about buying everything now. Gonna buy myself some 3 coins real quick. But in any case, Xur's inventory definitely good this week. I recommend you pick up a Truth rocket launcher if you can. If you can't, you know, no harm done. It's not going to be the end of the world for you. But believe me, you're gonna want to at least try to pick up a Truth. But in any case, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like down below. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, talk to you all later.